Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. It is episode 128, I think, and that is only $28 more than the ultimate edition of a video game that is going to come out on November the 19th that I'm not even sure I'm going to get at launch because, like, video games, what's that? I know I'm playing a video game right now, but, like, I mean, I don't know. I this is just merely, like, a vehicle, you know? This is, like, this is the format with which I make YouTube videos, you know? is true playing a video game, technically, but, yeah. Oh, man, yeah. Does not even come with a disc, man. Does not even come with a disc, the physical edition of this game, which is the 6th installment of a franchise where I would assume, like, yeah, it's just the most popular franchise of all time in terms of just commercial sales, other than, like, friggin' Wii Sports. I don't know why I'm not saying it's GTA 6, but, like, I don't know. It's the thing. I don't know, man. Oh, God. Yeah, I was gonna open with Giannis getting traded to the Heat, but it's like it was such like a foregone conclusion, right? Not him going to the Heat specifically, but just him getting traded, where it's like, yeah, I could talk about, like, oh, you know, him in Boston, you know, maybe it could have been more interesting if I thought it would have been more interesting seeing him in Boston. You know, Jalen Brown's relationship with the Celtics is, like, weird now. They probably would want to trade him, right? You know, yeah, maybe I'll just talk about that first for like 20 whole minutes before I get to what I was introing with. I don't know, man. Is there anything that has been said about the Giannis trade that I can add? Because I don't want to be one of these people where it's like, here's my freaking thing that's like literally just freaking restating information, even though that's what I do with a lot of things. I like doing it with basketball because it's like, I don't know, again, like part of the reason why I'm doing this in Minecraft rather than holding a microphone and filming myself in live action or like cutting my audio against like NBA footage and having lo-fi hip-hop be the backing track to it. It's like, you know, it's just interesting, you know, it's unique. I feel like, to me, man, I've done this for like over 120, yeah, pretty much the whole series. So yeah, anything I have to say about Giannis getting traded to the Bucks that's like slightly interesting? Or no, not to the Bucks. Giannis getting traded from the Bucks to the Heat. Giannis and Bam is going to be a fun duo to see, you know? Yeah, the biggest thing is just the Heat are relevant again after being irrelevant after they made their finals run in 2023. You know, so, you know, it's just nice to see that the Heat are most likely going to be a playoff team. You know, maybe they can freaking upset like a team like the Knicks or Detroit or even the Celtics, you know. I don't know. I feel like on paper, right, it depends on like how the Heat fill the roster out, but I definitely could see them like being on paper better than the Celtics. But yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know, I don't know, it seems that like Jalen Brown, it's obviously not a guarantee that he's gonna stay with the Celtics this offseason. So yeah, I don't know, depending on what the Celtics do and depending on what the Heat do, yeah, like Giannis and Bam together would be really fun to see, man. I would like to see a player who can score 60 with a player who can score 83, you know, on a team together, man. And Bam's an all-NBA level defender, defensive player of the year candidate, you know, that when he's at his best. And then Giannis, you know, not the defensive player of the year he once was, but still like a pretty good defender, right? Like, it's going to be really good defensively, you know? They're not going to be cones on defense, obviously. Oh, man, yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited to see the Heat be a relevant team, you know? But, you know, I kind of wanted the streak of, like, the Heat missing out on a superstar to continue. But, you know, they missed on so many players, man. But, like, I feel like, you know, probably them missing out on Dame and Bradley Beal in particular are, you retroactively... you look back on that and you're like, okay, yeah, that was, I think we'll live with that. Okay, we'll live with that. Oh, man, yeah. But with the Dame trade, it would have been Dame and Jimmy, man. I don't know. Yeah, they wouldn't have traded Bam. It would have been Dame, Jimmy, and Bam. But like, I would assume it's like similar issues would come up, would be like, where's the depth, you know? Oh man, I just have to accept that I say like all the time, and like, trying to regulate it is hard, man. I'm trying to see if I can do like a 5-minute period of not saying it, but it is hard to do. Let me see if I can do it. Okay, so Giannis got traded to the Heat. I just see how it just disappears. It just my ability just disappears, man. I'm sorry. It's hard to do. It's just really, really hard to do. I don't know. I think like in my writing, yeah, there I go. I said it again. In my writing, like just is like one of those crutch words for me, and for a lot of people, you know, like there's like crutch words where it's like where you have to. It's way better if you get rid of them almost all the time, like 98 to 99% of the time. It's hard sometimes, but yeah, whatever's I on. I tried to see if I could go 5 minutes without saying like. I just don't say anything. What if I just don't say anything? Anything else? Yeah, there's other stuff to get to, man. Yeah, did I talk about the Giannis trade enough, man? Did I give it the weight? Yeah, Giannis in Milwaukee changed that franchise, you know, gave them their first championship in 50 years. He probably is their best player in franchise history, you know? I think he probably did enough to become that over Kareem, you know? I think Kareem's probably more seen as a Laker too, so yeah. Greatest player in franchise history, you know, his transformation, his bodily transformation from like 2013 to friggin' 2019, like, I don't know, man. Yeah. And like, I remember looking up the NBA awards when I found out that they actually did like a physical like award ceremony for MVP and stuff like that, you know? And then, you know, Giannis's speech when he won MVP was really touching and really, you know, just inspiring, you know? Probably, you know, other times he wasn't so inspiring was when he tried to justify losing to the Miami Heat as a number 1 seed to the when the Heat were the 8th seed and came out of the play-in, where they almost got eliminated by the Bulls in the play-in game. Yeah, the infamous "there is no failure in sports" speech. And I don't know, I think I want to revise the record. I want to do some like armchair, like, actually I feel like I was giving Giannis too much credit there, man. I think the media, the NBA media in general, gave Giannis a little too much credit there for being like, my God, he's just touching at something kind of profound, isn't he? It's like, look, I think in general, he was frustrated after the loss, and he wanted to take some positive thing out of it. So I think after he lost, he was frustrated that Eric freaking asked him the same question that he did last year of like, was this season a failure? And so like maybe instinctually, maybe, you know, he was it was like the tiniest bit premeditated, but I don't think so. So like, I don't know, I think me theorizing it on it now with the context, I think he was just frustrated as when he lost as a number 1 seed. You know, he was frustrated, and then you know, to somewhat, I don't know. I don't think it was intentionally being like I'm gonna distract from the heat I should be getting from this, you know, because like, yeah, well, they lost the games where he was playing though, right? Yeah, it's weird because you can't necessarily, he was injured for that series, but you can't necessarily say that injuries are what made the Bucks lose that series. Yeah. I don't know. It's the weird thinking back on it, but yeah, like his failure speech, you know, where I'm gonna title this chapter like the Giannis failure speech, revisionism. My point is that I feel like the media and me, myself at the time, gave him too much credit for touching on something profound and being like, there's no failure in sports, man. Look, you know, Michael Jordan played however many years. The years he didn't win a championship was a failure. It's like, Kind of, yeah. Like when MJ came back from playing baseball and he lost to the Magic in '95, it's like it was a failure. Yeah, I think so. When LeBron freaking didn't win in 2011, was it a failure? I don't know, man. I don't know. And LeBron just put up single digits in the 2011 finals in, game 4. It's like, I don't know. Was it a failure? I know he wasn't talking about that specifically, but I don't know. I guess he was more so saying like there's no failure because even when you lose in the playoffs, even when you lose, you can take something out of the season that's a positive. So therefore, it's not necessarily like a failure. It's not a total failure because maybe like you developed your skills a little bit. Maybe freaking you learned something about your game. Maybe the team learned something about itself. It's like maybe it's not a failure because of that. I'm trying to freaking dress up his words and trying to make it another argument. But I feel like when he said there's no failure in sports, I think about that sentiment now. And I'm like, obviously, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, there obviously is failure in sports. What are you talking about? But at the time, I think I knew I was doing this too. I was using Giannis's speech to springboard into a larger discussion of failure. Like the original statement of there is no failure in sports is really something that can pretty much be disproven, but it just, I think like it was an opportunity to springboard to a larger discussion of like how do you define failure? How do you bounce back from what you perceive as failure in life? How do you respond to failures in your life? Yeah, which are more interesting conversations, but were the 2023 Bucks a failure because they, as the number 1 seed, got massively upset by Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat, a play-in team? Yes, I feel like the 2023 Bucks season was a failure because they freaking lost in the playoffs. Yes, I believe so. But I don't know. It's a thing. I don't know. it's I don't know. I think it was something that I taught about like a couple weeks ago maybe, and I was like, yeah, I know. Like what was that, man? It obviously became a meme. The freaking like the meme with like the Monsters Inc. jazz over him like talking and explaining that. It's like I'm trying to explain yeah, man. Oh man. Eric, you were not wrong for trying to ask that question. Whoever you are, Eric, I commend you, man. Oh man, look, Eric, you asking that question gifted a new meme into NBA Twitter. It's not that hard to do because like anytime someone has says something and then it gets made into a graphic, it becomes a meme. So it's like it's not that hard to do, but oh man, yeah, it's interesting just what happens. There, in I guess in terms of like remembering Giannis's time as a Buck, this was before I started watching the NBA regularly, but there was a time when I think like 2019 it might have been 2019, maybe 2018, but there was a time when Malika Andrews, future host of NBA Today, she was gonna be like the future host of NBA Today. She was asking Giannis a question, and then Giannis just disappeared. He just walked out on her. I have no idea why, but I have no idea why. I feel like I could easily do my research, not using something that consumes water to the degree that a method can do. But I feel like I could do my research on why he walked out. But yeah. There's also another clip on YouTube I saw of a reporter asking in Greek Giannis a question, but the question takes 2 minutes to freaking ask, right? And Giannis just has to sit there and listen and listen and listen. Oh man, I don't know. I'm just sharing Giannis memories as if it's memories of his time as a Buck. I'm not a Bucks fan, but yeah, I remember that 2021 finals because obviously I was rooting for the Phoenix Suns, right? Yeah, I was still a Nuggets fan at the time, but technically the Bubble Suns were my first NBA team I grew attached to because of Devin Booker making a freaking game winner against the Clippers in like one of the first freaking highlights I saw on the NBA subreddit. So like I became a fan, and then like the Suns in the bubble won all 8 games, but it didn't matter because friggin', you know, they were too far from the playoffs anyway. Yeah, and then like the Suns with Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, when, you know, everyone didn't hate him, when he wasn't like DeAndre Ayton, when he wasn't collectively hated, like freaking, you know, I don't know. That's the kind of the thing, man. That's kind of the thing, is that look. I feel like De'Aaron Fox should be the prime like face of that, of like there's no fan base that'll stick up for him. But whatever, I don't know, man. I feel bad for DeAndre Ayton freaking being just the prime target for just, you know, the criticism, you know. Yeah, I was thinking like, what if DeAndre Ayton had kind of like the narrative glow up, the narrative transformation that Karl Anthony Towns had, but it's like, it's just the thing that like, yeah, that DeAndre Ayton is not as talented as Karl Anthony Towns, and also he's not on a contender at the moment, you know. If he was, I don't know, but I guess like, I don't know, I feel like for that to have happened, you know, he needs to be a contributor to a championship team. But I don't know, it could be a thing where even if he's on a team that makes a championship run, that if he's not, you know, but he also puts up stats too. Like he gets double doubles pretty consistently, but people don't really care because the games where he doesn't and he gets like four or less rebounds are always freaking magnified. And like, yeah, the games where he can't shoot, yeah, the games where, you know, his attitude is like magnified in like Twitter clips, right? It's always gonna be the thing with him. But I don't know, I just look, it just the point being, the 2021 Suns, when they made the finals, I really remember that fondly, and just like, you know, and I remember Giannis's closeout game in that game 6 where he put up 50 points, right? Some people might say that Jalen Brunson's 45 is better, but I mean, yeah, it's clearly Giannis putting up 50 and like him making like pretty much most of his free throws, right? When, you know, the narrative around him at the time was even more heavy of he can't make free throws consistently, you know. Man, I don't know, it was a time, man. Yeah, the 2021 finals, there's that one clip of the one Phoenix Suns possession in, I feel like it was like game 5, where it's like the Suns were just executing like an offensive set so perfectly in terms of their passing. It was like freaking Barca passing, right? It was just like pass, dribble, penetrate, pass, fake a shot, dribble, penetrate, pass, and then they finally take a shot, man. Oh man, that was good. Yeah, I'll remember the 2021 finals fondly. Yeah, I guess just as a non-Bucks fan, yeah, these are the things I remember about Giannis. I remember searching up his name on the NBA subreddit when I first heard of him. I didn't know who he was. There was like a clip with like a young girl who was, yeah, is very cute, very nice, of just like getting to meet him, you know? Yeah. Man, anything else? Yeah, man, I think he was at the protests, the George Floyd protests in 2020. He was speaking there. I remember from that year, yeah. So yeah, basically those are all my Giannis related memories, and also me kind of reflecting on the friggin' failure speech. It's like, okay, yeah, I don't know. Man, look, that season was a failure, man. It was. Also, I mean, I guess like he was like doing a roundabout way of saying like, no, there's no failure in sports. Our season wasn't a failure because there's no failure in sports. It's like, man, yeah, you know, I guess, I guess, I don't know, man. Oh man, yeah, he really kind of got away with that one, man, in terms of, I don't know, man. But like, I don't know who you put the blame on for that thing, man. I don't know. It was more just like, it was more heaping praise on Jimmy Butler and like the awe of like, oh my god, dude, you really did that, you know? Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I am not one of the people who calls like the 2023 Heat run a fluke, man. It is not a fluke. It was not a fluke, man. What was fluky about it was Caleb Martin, Max Strus, and Gabe Vincent being as good as they were against the Celtics in the conference finals. But what was not a fluke was the Heat upsetting the Bucks. The only fluky part of the championship run was Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, and Caleb Martin being frickin' the Avengers. That was the only fluky part to me. Okay? Other than that, you know, not a fluke. Absolutely not a fluke, man. Should not be seen as a fluke finals run at all. And even if it is, it's like, who cares? It's like you made the finals, you know? That's the thing. I don't know, man. It's kind of a thing where it's like, yeah, I don't know, to turn the Bucks thing into a Suns thing. I don't know. How do Suns fans feel about the 21 finals, you know? Because like, I don't know, does it remind them of like a time when they weren't collectively shitting on DeAndre Ayton? Does it remind them? Does anyone remember the Valley Oop fondly? It's like, I saw that clip got reposted, yeah, but I don't know. It's a thing. How do Suns fans view the 2021 finals run? Like, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like there's probably other Suns teams. Yeah, the Steve Nash led Suns teams. Yeah. Should I talk about the desire to rank Jalen Brunson all time above Steve Nash? Bill Simmons already has him above Steve Nash, and like his criteria, his number one criteria and metric for ranking players highly on his pyramid is like, are you a number one on a championship team? Have you been proven to lead a team to win a championship? You know, but I don't know. Like, if you look at Steve Nash, I mean, yeah, the most 50, 40, 90 seasons in NBA history, you know? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, there's not, I mean, if you were to, yeah, like, which player from a skill perspective I'd rather have? It's no contest. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Jalen Brunson, you know? But, I mean, rather have Steve Nash. Yeah, I mean, I would still put Steve Nash all time over Jalen Brunson. I'm sorry, you know? The whole thing, James Harden also is another thing where it's like, if you're saying like, who's a better basketball player, it's James Harden. Like, it's not, I mean, as someone who, I think I have a weird relationship with James Harden. I don't know whether to like totally like him or not, but you know, I only truly didn't like him when he was on the Sixers, okay? But, you know, I'm generally not, I'm not a stan, but I'm also not a true hater of him, you know? Because, like, I feel like a lot of people do that already on Twitter. Oh, man. So, yeah, with James Harden, who's a better basketball player between him and Jalen Brunson? It's James Harden, you know? Yeah. Kyrie Irving versus Jalen Brunson. It's like, who's more skilled? I think I would say Kyrie Irving, man. I don't know. I feel like the guy who freaking did that left-handed freaking skyhook floater freaking game winner against the Denver Nuggets. I don't know, man. I think I'm taking that guy. I think I'm gonna take the guy who freaking made a freaking a jumper with freaking a fadeaway with Kawhi palming the freaking shot. I don't know. But, like, that's the thing, is that these are purely, like, who's more skilled, though. Like, whose skill set would I rather have, you know? But I don't know. I guess, like, Jalen Brunson in terms of small guards, you know? Yeah, like, he put himself in, like, this, you know, in the same, I don't know, conversation, like, breath as people like Isaiah Thomas, you know? Right? In terms of, like, small guards who can win championships, you know? Becky Hammon, you know, has changed her stance like twice. She's like, look, I'm not apologizing. It's like, look, my opinion was wrong, and then now she's just like, I'm wrong, okay? Look, I'm wrong, okay? I kind of, you know, yeah, I guess she felt the need to like fully clarify, like, my opinion was wrong. But yeah, I think I like the original thing she said before that, where she said like, I'm not gonna apologize for having an opinion, but then the next thing she said after that was my opinion was wrong. But it's the thing, I guess that, yeah, and I guess it was what appeases whoever was angry about her for that, I guess. One thing, oh my god, yeah, one thing that I didn't talk about, I don't think, or didn't happen, was there's this reporter called Vincent Goodwill, and when he was talking, the topic was like, is this parity we're seeing with 8 different champions in the NBA in eight consecutive years, is it a good thing? And then Vincent Goodwill, when debating about this point, he said, like, look, if one team is gonna win it every year, it kind of feels like it's a participation trophy. Or yeah, he said, oh, you mean a participation trophy, right? And then there was like the guy, I think it was like Alan Hahn, who's like, what? It's like, oh yeah, if it's like that's what it feels like, if like every team can win it every year, right? And then it just got absolutely blasted on social media to no end. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like my current opinion is that I don't like how it did, like, I don't necessarily like it's too much. I don't like parody when it's just too much, I think this level of parody in the NBA is a little too much, because I would rather have had the Thunder make the finals against the Knicks, I feel like it's just better, I feel like, if it is like, can like the same team make the finals like 2 out of 3 years? Can it be like the Nuggets were in the finals in 2023 and then they made it back to the finals in 2025? Even if they only went 1 for 2 in those, like, I kind of want like teams to be able to make like trips to the finals multiple times in like a however many year span, rather than just be a one and done. I don't know, like I mean, that's the thing, like a one and done run, there's something special to that, and like I feel like this Knicks run has like all the markings of this is a one and done run in terms of winning a championship, but maybe they could repeat, yeah, but that's the thing, like I don't know. That's the thing. Yeah, the Celtics were looked like primed to freaking be back in the finals, and then Tatum tore his Achilles. The Nuggets looked primed to be back in the finals the year before, and then the freaking Minnesota Timberwolves happened, and then now the Wolves have dumped Julius Randle. But I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, like I would like it where we can have it more so where the same team kind of makes the finals 2 times in a 4-year span, 3 times in a 5-year span. I feel like that's just better than than just the finalists being 2 new teams each and every time. Because like, how are we gonna like stretch this out if we're projecting into 2027, 8, and 9? Like it's something I think about, where it's like, I think like I very early after the finals ended, I thought about like, if the finals were exactly 2 new teams, like no Eastern team that has been there in the previous 8 years, no Western team that has been there in the previous 8 years. If the finals were 2 new teams, what would they be? And I guess like Miami kind of obviously has emerged as like, one of the prime candidates for that. But before the Giannis trade to Miami, I was like, the Pistons and the Wolves, maybe? Like, if the finals was Wolves-Pistons, maybe that could have been like the super parody freaking streak getting extended, but I don't know. It's just, it doesn't, like, yeah, I think like the thing is that like having the same team make the finals however many times in a however many years span close together, rather than just being one and done and then they never make it back or never even sniff it close ever again. It just builds to that team in particular's storyline, Yeah, it's just not as fun, like, yeah, the Nuggets storyline now is just look, they made the Aaron Gordon trade. He got injured, or no, they made the Aaron Gordon trade in 2021. They had injuries in 22. They won in 23, and then 24 it was the Wolves, 25 it was the Thunder, and then 26 it was the Wolves again. It's like, I don't know. It feels like it would be more compelling, you know? Kind of like, yeah, the WNBA, to compare, it has this, where the Aces, you know, were knocking on the door in 2020 and in 2021. They had heartbreaking losses, you know? In 2021, it was against the Mercury, right? Yeah, with Diana Taurasi. And then 2022, they made the finals, won against the Connecticut Sun. 23, they made the finals again, won against the New York Liberty. 24, they faced the Liberty in the second round in the semifinals, lose to the Liberty, right? And then the Liberty won that. And then 25, they have their whole like season where they were like 500 midway through, and then they just never lost a game and made the finals, faced the Mercury, and then they swept them. Yeah, and then they won 3 out of 4 years. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not like the same team winning 3 out of 4 years, but I don't know. It's that I feel like is more in line. Something closer to that for me personally as a basketball fan is more in line with what I would want. You know, I would not want like an entirely freaking new team to win every year. You know, if we were to keep this up, it would be like what? The Pistons next year, the Wolves the year after that, the Jazz the year after that. If Darren Peterson is who he promises to be, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's an interesting thing to think about. Where like how far can we stretch this parity thing in the NBA? Like, will we get new Eastern representative, new Western representative that has not been there in the 8-year stretch, right? Will we? I don't know. That's the thing. We just have to wait for the NBA season, man. We just have to wait, you know? Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like, I think of it from like a story line perspective, you know? There definitely are storylines you can make with each finals, obviously. Like the storyline with the 2025 finals, you know? Like for the East, it was Tyrese Halliburton just wrecking freaking teams, man, with his freaking clutch shot making. For the Thunder, it was, you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander winning an MVP in his rise, and like, wow, the freaking Clippers with the Paul George trade, it just looks like it's so bad, you know? Yeah, like that. Those were the storylines. So like new storylines can be made every year. Obviously, with Wemby facing the Knicks in the finals, that's such an obvious freaking thing to make into, you know, whatever story you can make out of that, right? But I don't know. Yeah. Like, I like following the story of, like, a singular team over however many years. And, like, the story of, like, the story is, yeah, I feel like it's more engaging if the particular team in question, like, makes the finals multiple times rather than it's just one time and that's it, you know? I guess, like, in sports in general, there's, like, you know, yeah, singular teams, yeah, that are talked about. Like, the 86 Mets, the 85 Bears, the 04 Pistons, you know? But, yeah, it's weird because with the 04 Pistons, they were, like, making the conference finals, like, pretty much, like, what, from, like, 05, 6, 7, it wasn't because it was the Cavs, you know? Yeah, and, like, yeah, they were just making the conference finals for, like, however many years straight until, like, the Cavs snapped it. And then the year after that, the Celtics beat them in the second round, I think. Yeah. Oh, man. It's just something to think about, man. It's a lot, man. Yeah, I feel like I just went long on that. Yeah, I guess that was just covering the Giannis trade and stuff, you know. I guess I didn't think I would go long on parity, but yeah. Is there anything I need to talk about from the NBA draft, man? Yeah, I tweeted yesterday, I hope the Clippers pick if they get to stay on the team. If Keaton Wagler gets voided because Pablo Torre orders it on behalf of his Pulitzer Prize winning journalism, well, okay. I guess, sure. Oh, man, I don't know. Like, Pablo Torre sending the hit out, it's like, look, you can choose what punishment you want. Pablo, what do you want? Do you want us to hit Kawhi, or do you want us to hit the Clippers as an organization? Who do you really want to target? Do you want to target Bomber or Kawhi? And he's like, Gimme Bomber, man. He's been talking too much. I don't know, something like that. Oh man, I don't know. But like, what would like a quote hit on Bomber be from like a Clippers punishment perspective? Again, I was asking this like an episode or two ago. Like, what would a fair punishment be for the aspiration thing? It's like, look, are you gonna take Keaton Wagler away? Are you gonna take him away? I don't know. I feel like that's like a really stupid question for me to ask, but I don't know. Again, yeah, okay, yeah. AJ Devanza went to the Wizards at number 1. Darren Peterson's on the Jazz. Said that, yeah. Hopefully Cam Boozer works out in Memphis, you know? Yeah, after reading Indestructible Object, I'm like, I want good things to happen for Memphis, man. I don't know. Yeah, again, I think about in addition to the 2021-22 Suns, I think of the 2022 Grizzlies a lot, man. I don't know. They were a fun team, man. You know, John Morant grittying on the freaking Wolves logo. Oh, God. It was a fun team, man. Man. Yeah. Oh man, it was the time, you know, and then, you know, this is stuff. But hopefully Cam Boozer works out. Some people were saying that he actually is the best player in the draft. There are some people saying Caleb Wilson, who was drafted at number 4 for the Bulls, that he's the best player in the draft. And then, yeah, Wagler went to number 5 to the Clippers. Number 6 was Michael Brown Jr. To the Nets. The Brooklyn Nets, man. Yeah, I don't know. They don't even need to, you know, do I even need to say, like, yeah, the Nets are just not prominent at all. The New York City is a New York Knicks freaking city. So, yeah. Anyways, what about, yeah, number 7 was Darius Acuff to the Sacramento Kings. Yeah. Yeah, I guess other notable draft picks outside. Yeah, number 10? Yeah, I think number 10 was to the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah. Number 11 was the Golden State Warriors. They picked Yaxel Lendenborg, who's like a power forward out of Michigan. And then number 12 was OKC's pick, which was the last pick chronologically from the Paul George trade. And then OKC drafted Ade Mara, who has been jokingly billed, but maybe could actually be seriously billed as the Wemby stopper. It could, man. It could I don't know, man. It's just funny, man. It's just funny how like OKC Truder drafting has gotten so many freaking players, man. They get Jalen Williams, AJ Mitchell, who like turned out to be like that good, like, oh my god, dude. And then yeah, well, they got gifted Jared McCain from the Sixers, so yeah. Man, and now Ade Mara, who's like what, 7'3", 7'4", like another big body to maybe deal with Wemby in the playoffs. Yeah. Oh man, oh god. Anything else from the draft? The Lakers drafted this guy, Cam Carr, who I learned from Twitter, his father was in the dunk contest with Kobe Bryant in like, what, 97? Yeah. Oh, man. Anything else from the NBA draft that I want to talk about, man? Yeah. Not really. I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, a trade that happened today. Yeah, Memphis got second-round picks from Detroit, and then in return, Detroit traded away Isaiah Stewart for those 3 second-round picks that the Grizzlies got from Detroit. So yeah, so Isaiah Stewart is heading to Memphis, and Isaiah Stewart, the guy who got, backhanded by LeBron in 2021. Oh, man. Didn't he have another dust-up? He had a dust-up with, like, a Suns player. Who was it? Oh, man. I don't know. Was it Gray? I don't think it was Grayson Allen. I don't know. It was someone else, man. Yeah, there was... wasn't there, like, security called in that, like, dust-up he had with a Suns player? Like, in the tunnel or something? I don't know. Something. I might be... Yeah, I know it had something to do with a player on the Suns, But, yeah. Isaiah Stewart is just viewed as an enforcer, Yeah, one of the very few that are left, Oh, man. Yeah, he's a backup big, Yeah. Anything else from the draft, or just, yeah, Austin Reaves. Yeah, Austin Reaves signed his extension with the Lakers. The Lakers are retaining him. He's gonna be making 43, 4. Yeah, that around that many million a year for 4 years. Yeah, so some people might think it's an overpay. Am I one of those people? I mean, why does my opinion matter? Just because I'm playing Minecraft, it doesn't mean my opinion matters on that. Luca wants him there, okay? Luca, yeah, Luca likes Austin Reaves enough as a teammate, and he's basically approved him being his number 2, his running mate. But yeah, the question is Austin Reaves as a number 2 option good enough to be on a championship team? So yeah, who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows if a backcourt of Austin Reaves and Luka Doncic will work defensively? Who knows? I really don't. Man, anyways, so what else happened? Yeah, am I good talking about the NBA? Yeah. I want to talk about other stuff, man, but yeah. Should I take a break? I guess I could just talk about GTA 6, man. Yeah. I don't know. What point did I want to make with GTA 6? Cool. I mean, I don't know, man. It's the odd feeling. It's an odd feeling I have, thinking of how old I am and thinking about how young I was. I'm still generally young, okay? Look, I'm still generally young, okay? 25 is, seen as young, but But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a thing that too much of my view of aging has been shaped by YouTubers, man. I don't know. I keep on thinking about how the YouTubers I grew up watching, like Ryan Higa, started their channels at 16, and I'm not, obviously, it's weird to compare yourself and think of aging like that, but a lot of my favorite content, quote, content / videos on YouTube that I love and hold dearly and still rewatch from time to time are made by people who were between the ages of 18 and 26, basically. I'll just put it that way. It's just a lot, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I consistently watch anyone on YouTube who's younger than me. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I do. Whose YouTube videos do I watch of where I know that person is younger than me? Yeah, I can't think of any, man. I don't know. Oh, man. Yeah. Where's I going with, thinking about how I was 12 years old when GTA 5 came out, and now I'm going to be 26 when GTA 6 comes out. I don't know. It's a thing, and obviously in that time a lot has happened, as a lot of things happen in people's lives between those ages, and yeah, I don't know. There's this term going around of being a gun and ball gamer, which I think is really funny, which basically means you play Call of Duty / first person shooters, or you play 2K in Madden, right? And it's I am sorry to admit, but I am a gun and ball and block gamer, man. I am sorry. I will admit, man, I'm putting my hand up to the sky right now, man. I mean, I did play Tony Hawk last year, but I feel like that kind of counts in the sports game kind of canon too, right? It's you do. It means that you don't generally play games like God of War or, I don't know, Clair Obscur or Final Fantasy 16 or, Kingdom Hearts or Mario Kart or Sonic, whatever, Sonic Frontiers, Oh, man, I don't know. Or even indie games, yeah. Like maybe like I think like the other thing maybe is like the cozy gamer, you know? I don't know, like the Stardew Valley gamer, you know? Oh man, I don't know. It's a thing, man. Look, yeah, and that's the thing that like GTA is firmly in the people who are quote gun involved gamers like are, you know, the ones who are the biggest the biggest consumers and like people who love GTA the most probably, right? Yeah, I don't know. The people have like GTA titles or even like Red Dead Redemption like as like one of their favorite games, you know? I did put Red Dead Redemption in my favorite games of all time list, did I? I don't know. I could check it right now. I think I have it here. Let me just check it real quick, man. I think I'm gonna also have a list segment, new list segment in this thing too. I think I didn't like have it on a separate note. Yeah. It's somewhere freaking here, man. Oh man. I'm trying to, yeah, I think it's here. Oh yeah. I put Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, I put it number 5. Yeah. I have a pretty good freaking list of freaking video games, man. Yeah, I put Minecraft at number 3. Wow. And I put GTA San Andreas at number 2. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Oh man, thinking about GTA San Andreas and like the scale of that map, man. Oh god, it was such a like you know, a core childhood memory, yes, childhood memory is me getting on a plane and flying between all the cities, man. I remember flying between like Las Venturas and you know, Los Santos, you know, like with the airports, right? Like starting in one city and landing in the airport of another. I don't know. Yeah, is there anything I want to say about GTA 6? Will I be getting it at launch? Oh my god. Do I have $80 to spend at launch? Dude, my god, dude. I had $80, man. Yeah. Like obviously, you know, the gaming industry as a whole, like, changed the standard price from 60 to 70, like a bit ago, like a few years ago. But yeah, I don't know. Like the new Mario Kart for the Switch 2 was friggin' $80, right? It's like, seriously, video games, man. My god, I don't know. I guess part of it, you know, is, yeah, I feel like part of the reaction to new AAA video games being $80 should be, why are they $80, you know? But also I guess there also is like the subset of people who are like very practical about it and being like, look, in terms of like market economics, you know, it was obvious that games needed to increase in price from 60 to 70, or, you know, it's like yeah, sure, it's like, okay, sure. But it's like a video game being $80 and it still doesn't unlock freaking all the things. Yeah, it's just, yeah, that's what it is, man. Which makes me make another point here with this, where it's like, where I'm basically of the perspective of, yes, I'm a gun and ball and block gamer, you know, or like a general storytelling indie narrative kind of game, whatever you call Life is Strange. I wonder, like, what's the derogatory term for Life is Strange or mixtape or whatever kind of game? Like, what? Like, there needs to be a derogatory term for it that people on Twitter come up with. Like, was it narrative slap? What is it? Indie narrative storytelling slap, you know? There is a quote political term you could say that starts with a W, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. Oh man, yeah, I guess you could say I'm into those games, you know? Like Lost Records, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking of, yeah, what was I thinking? I don't know. I'm just losing my train of thought with GTA 6. Am I gonna get it at launch? If I have the money, like, I think it's gonna be like a game time decision. You know, get it? Game time decision for me, where, you know, if I have a real desire to play it, if the FOMO actually hits too hard, I guess I'll be like, I guess, you know. And if I do buy it, hey, believe me, you will see gameplay of GTA 6 uploaded onto this channel, Antidote Alarm, within like the first like couple or week of release. So yeah, watch out for GTA 6 Part 1 coming in November of 2026. If I, you know, bite the bullet and I'm like, yes, I actually do have $80 to spare. One funny thought I had even before the price was released, I was like, can I Klarna GTA 6? Oh god. Can I buy GTA 6 on a payment plan? Look, you know, okay, just do like the $20 for 4 separate payments, okay? Look, I'm good for it, okay? Oh man, can I Klarna GTA 6? I don't know. I don't know how many people, other people have had this thought, but seriously, can I? Can I? Please. I just, oh my god. Man. This is my one very like personal life thing of the Let's Play of the episode. So a couple days ago, I saw on Amazon a pair of jeans, and I'm like, I was thinking, yeah, I think I need a new pair of jeans. You know, usually the pairs of jeans I have like last like a couple years at most, right? And like the holes develop in them. There's a tweet where it was like showing a bunch of pairs of old jeans, and there were holes in the exact same spot, like near like the left like center region, right? And someone is asking like why the hole appears in like the exact same spot every time. It's somewhat similar to that, where it's like it's one spot where it rips, and it's like, I guess you have to get a new pair. So I was seeing this pair of jeans on Amazon. I got the right size for me. 34 by 32. No one asked, I'm sorry, but I got the right size for me. And then I saw that you can buy the pair of jeans and split it up into 5 monthly payments. And I'm like, bet. Freaking bet, man. I've got those pair of jeans, and I still have 4 $8 something payments to pay on it, but I got the total for the pair of jeans plus shipping and like plus the tax was $13 for the initial shipment. And then I'm like, okay, man, just have to find a way to pay $8 per month for 4 more months. Oh god, that's good, man. That's good. Oh god. Oh man. Yeah. Anyways, can I Klarna GTA 6, man? I will do. Come on, man, please. $20 for 4 payments, okay? 4 payments of $20. Come on, man. Let me just Klarna GTA 6, man. Oh man. Yeah, it would be, yeah, it's gonna be fun seeing Vice City, you know, all like in Ultra HD, you know, although it's probably gonna be 30 FPS. It's gonna, yeah, it's not on PC at launch, you know, with the same case with a bunch of other Rockstar games, yeah. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice, you know. I think the way I'm talking about it, I'm probably gonna get it, man. Yeah, I think I am really, yeah, I don't know. I have to live up to being a casual, man. Look, I do not play video games like I used to, even though I have like a bunch of freaking games, man. Can I like go right now and see like, yeah, let me see. If anyone wants to check my gamer cred, man. If anyone wants to check my gamer cred, let me see. Oh, I don't own games, man. Oh, I was about to see. Yeah, here we go. Here's my owned games. Like, if anyone wants to check my gamer cred, look at this. I bought Assassin's Creed Shadows, man. I literally bought Assassin's Creed Shadows around Christmas of last year, and you know how many hours I played of it? Like 2. Seriously. Man. Battle Block Teeter, you know, I saw Battlefield 4 was on sale, and I'm like, I got it. Yeah, most of these were just like, I saw them on sale, yeah, rather than I wanted to play them. Crazy Taxi, you know, these are games that could come up on the channel, you know. DDLC, man, oh man, I would like to play this, but I don't know. Disco Elysium, right? There was a tweet that was really funny about Disco Elysium. It said like, Disco Elysium did one of like the most impressive things a video game can do. It made me quit video games and start reading. I'm into reading now. And it's like, look, I didn't need Disco Elysium to do that for me. And I bought College Football 25, man. Why did I have no idea. It was only $35. Fight Night Champion, really great game. One of the best boxing games of all time. I love it. GTA 4 I have, and I have The Ballad of Gay Tony. Yeah, freaking Katamari, man. Yeah, this is a Legend of Korra game. Yeah, I remember that from like 2015. Man. Hotline Miami. Okay, this is LA Noir. Yeah, I might. Yeah, maybe that could be on the channel. Yeah, Life is Strange. I'll get back to it. This is a freaking game called Love is All Around. I want to play this. Yeah, I want to play this. Yeah. A simulating love story, real full motion interactive video. Yeah, kind of like when I played 5 Dates, you know, just an FMV type of game. It's interesting how, like, I wonder what the audience is for these types of games, because I don't know. I wonder how many people actually played 5 Dates. Yeah. Yeah, I got the Mafia Definitive Edition. Mafia 3 I actually played when it, like, I think I played it 2018. Yeah. Midnight Club LA. I got the frickin' Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Most of these I got on sale. I did not get these at full price at all. Man, mixtape. Maybe I'll get back to that. I see people play Monster Prom. I am not interested in Mortal Kombat at all. I'm like looking at see like this is it. This is what has taken up hours upon hours upon hours of my life, man. Listening to the Hoop Collective and various other NBA podcasts, man. It's it, man. You know, I'm tempted to get 2K26. Yeah, it's 26 because Paige is officially in it, but I don't know. I got the new Monopoly. Yeah. I wonder how many times Chilled has played this version of Monopoly. Yeah. It's this is kind of fun, like looking at the comments. Peggle 2, hashtag calculated. Oh man, Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead 2. I remember playing Red Dead 2 like what, October? No, I played it in the year it came out. I think it was like November, December of 2018. I was playing it. Yeah. I remember loving that game, man. Yeah, and I just like playing the story. Like I remember thinking while I was playing it, because like I was like starting to read more at that time too, right? I was like a year or so into like reading more, reading books consistently, and I was like, this is like reading classic American literature. This is like reading Moby Dick, like playing the game and like the story of it. You know, it kind of feels like that. You might see this game on the channel if I'm bored. You know, I don't know. I feel like it's an interesting game. Saints Row. Sega Bass Fishing. Fish. A Skate Tree. Oh man, this is a game where you play shogi. I don't know, I got it was on sale, man. I don't know, that was part of like me getting a bunch of 360 arcade games and seeing that I could just get it on the current gen. Tales of Symphonia, I've heard that's a good JRPG. I don't know. I have Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered. I saw this game. Yeah, I think I could play this. I feel like it's only like a 2-hour experience. I have The Walking Dead, you know. Man, validate struggling singles in your area. What remains of Edith Finch? Seriously, who the hell is Edith Finch's baby daddy? Who? How did you meet him, Edith? Oh man. And I have freaking Yakuza freaking Tree of it. What is this, man? Oh, A Year of Springs, remember? Yeah. Real ones who've watched this Let's Play. You know, this is about a trans girl in Japan, you know. Really fun game. Man, Wolfenstein 3D. I played a little bit of The Witcher 3. Yeah. When the Past was around. Yeah, I don't know. Okami, I played one episode of that. But I think that was on the PC, right? Was that on the PC or was it on console? I don't know. Because I own it on Steam, too. Yeah, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. This is, yeah, Texas Hold'em. They made a sequel to 5 Dates called 10 Dates, man. I don't know. Yeah, KOTOR. Like, what? Oh, man. What the hell, man? I don't know, man. Like, you look. I will hold my hand up. I am a gun and ball gamer, but I have a library that would say otherwise, but I don't know. Most of that was just me buying a bunch of games that were on sale. It really was a thing where most of them, the vast majority of them, are like under $10, especially, right? Yeah, Braid was like that, where I'm like, it's under $10. Why not? You know. I guess, you know, I don't know, infer from that what you will, but, you know, maybe they'll get taken away because digital is never freaking fully secure, man. Oh, God, I hope freaking not, man. But, you know, it's kind of sad where, you know, like, if one day, like, all my digital games get taken away, you know, there will be ones where I'll be truly upset. Yeah, like Cyberpunk. Did I say that I have Cyberpunk here? I have it digitally, right? Don't I? Yeah. Let me see. Let me double check to see if it actually freaking is here, man. Oh, man. I do have Cyberpunk. I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Artful Escape. Cyberpunk. Yeah, I have Cyberpunk. I also have the freaking expansion for it. Was it Phantom Liberty? Yeah, Bully, man. Oh man, Bully's a fun game. I was playing it recently, and I got to like the end of like the prep chapter of it. So yeah. Man, yeah, those were the games. Those are the games I own. That was my video game library tour. Hope you enjoyed it, man. Oh man. Yeah, I was gonna talk about other things, but yeah, I guess I'll just, yeah, I guess that's basically my thoughts on GTA 6. Will I buy it? Most likely, yes. Will I buy it on launch? I don't know. It's just reminding me of, like, wow, I've strayed so far from just being someone who plays video games, you know? Like, it's like I play 2K, like, pretty consistently, but it's like, yeah, me considering myself a gamer, where like gaming is one of my main hobbies, it's like I'm not that anymore, man. I don't know, even though I do this let's play, like I am not that person anymore. I'm not who I was when I was a teenager, man. And that's good, but you know, oh man, anyways, so yeah, I guess I will talk about more things after I come back from a break. Okay, moving on to other things. What can I talk about, man? I guess I did finish a book, yeah. I talked about On the Road, like, a little bit. Yeah, I read a chapter of On the Road that, or a section from a chapter of On the Road that I already read. Is there anything for me to talk about with On the Road, you know, by Jack Kerouac? Yeah, I guess because I didn't give my general thoughts on it, you know, I guess, you know, maybe I should. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, you know. I think, like, yeah, I just wanted to read something from the Beat generation, and, you know, On the Road is probably the primary novel, you know. There in the insert flap I got in my edition of the book, it says that What the Sun Also Rises is by Ernest Hemingway for the Lost generation. On the Road by Jack Kerouac is for the Beat generation, so, yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to fight off freaking a burp, but you know, maybe I should just, you know, leave it in, man. I don't know. Yeah, so like Jack Kerouac, you know, I don't need to explain the Beat generation, you know, right? Do I? Yeah. No, I just think like the funny thing about On the Road, and I think like his other books, he has like I think his other novels like The Dharma Bums and Desolation Angels. And yeah, did I talk about how I found a copy of the Desolation Angels? I bought it at my bookstore in the San Diego Public Library. Shout out for the however manyth time. I found a copy of it for $4, and in it there is like a whole like woman, like I pretty much know the name of the previous owner, and yeah, and like they left like an inscribed like message on like the cover of the book. I wonder if I could find it, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have it, but I don't know. I feel like it would be too much effort to freaking get it. But yeah, it's just like, damn, it's just an inscribed message from, you know, the previous owner of the book, which I really like about getting used books, is that you see like any annotations or notes that previous owners have made in them, you know. I wish I could have done that with Caramello, but yeah. Did I talk about me giving away a copy of it? Yeah, I gave away a copy of it, and I put it in a little free library in my university. So I put it in a little free library, and I attached I wrote like a note on it on a piece of paper, and then I just put it in the book as a bookmark, and I was just like, please read this book. This book is amazing. This is, you know, Sandra Cisneros is the GOAT, you know, just the standard stuff that I talk about. Also a thing that I did is I am currently on an Audible membership that I'm going to cancel, but Audible offered me an offer that I couldn't refuse. Another personal thing I did. I know I shouldn't be using Audible, but I just have 100 freaking audio titles, you know. A lot of them were just from like 2-for-1 credit sales when I had the premium standard, whatever kind of membership that costs $15 a month. That's way too expensive, you know. Yeah, you know, I waited way too long before canceling it, but I canceled my subscription for a while, and then, but I was on the Audible app, and they offered 3 months for 99 cents. So when the 3 months for 99 cents is over, I am freaking canceling that, okay? Because they said that you would get $20 of Audible, like, in like money, in-store credit, right? And with that, I took that deal, obviously going to cancel it, and I took that deal, and I bought Woman Hollering Creek and Other Stories and Loose Woman, and it's narrated by Sandra Cisneros. Oh my freaking god, what a steal that is. Hey, basically I paid 99 cents for that. And I got another book. Yeah, I got another book with the remaining balance because it was like $15.73. Yes, that is what I did. I bought the audio book of Woman Hollering Creek and Loose Woman because it's read by Sandra Cisneros, man. I might, maybe it's copyright. It probably is copyright. I probably won't do it, but I don't know. Maybe I could post frickin' Sandra Cisneros reading of Loose Woman, the poem, because it's just really nice, I listened to it like a couple nights ago. Man, but yeah. Anything else I have to say? Yeah, I was talking about On the Road. Yeah, my copy of Desolation Angels, also by Jack Kerouac, has like an inscription, has notes written on it by its previous owner, who is this like woman. Yeah, and also So On the Road, what I liked about it was just the main character being just Jack Kerouac, but he names himself Sal Paradise. Like he is writing like a semi-fictionalized version of his life, basically, it's based on his own life experiences, I know that, but it's I think he is like he put the people he knew, like Allen Ginsberg, who became Carlo Marx in the book, and he put and then Dean Moriarty, which the whole kind of quote story, because there isn't really like a true line, like there isn't really like a plot in the book. It really is just a story about Sal Paradise / Jack Kerouac, meeting this man, Dean Moriarty, who in real life is called Neil Cassidy. So in real life he's Neil Cassidy, but in the book he's Dean Moriarty. So it's about it's basically like it all revolves around Sal, Jack meeting Dean, Neil, and then them having adventures together, and then he goes on the road across he starts out in New York City or New Jersey, and then goes all the way west to Denver to meet Dean Moriarty for the first time, and then he goes from Denver to San Francisco, and then he goes from San Francisco all the way back, and then to the east, and then he gets pulled west again by Dean Moriarty like a year or so later, right? And then they go across the country west. I think they end up in New Orleans for a while. They end up back in San Francisco, and then that's the end of the third part. And then Sal goes to Denver and lives there for a while. And then he meets. He goes back to New York, and then goes east again. And then they decide that they're gonna go west again. And then I think like near the end of the book, Sal, through his like narration, is being like, a bunch of people don't really like Dean and think he's kind of like, an asshole and is kind of like a bad person and a bad influence to be around, but and then he's trying to stick up for him, but and I think like deep down he's kind of like, he's right, Dean kind of is, I wanted, and then like there's the undertone from Sal where it's like, I just wanted us to be friends, man. I wanted us to share our lives together, man. I just think he's a really cool guy, man. He just, he showed me what life can be, and I don't know, a part of me, maybe it is because I was reading it in June, but part of me is like, could there be something like deeper to this of like, Sal Paradise's, admiration towards Dean Moriarty? But I don't know. But like, the book ends with Yeah, the book, in its final part, they go to Mexico, and then they have adventures in Mexico, and then they go back from Mexico, and then and then the book ends like one of the last lines in the book is Sal being like, "I'll always remember Dean Moriarty." Yeah, we did so many things together, man. I'll always just remember this man, it's basically it. It's and along the way, it's like they talk about their love of jazz, Charlie Parker, like bebop, like the jazz that was happening in the 50s, and just I think it was the start of like the true like counterculture in America in like the 1950s, that we'll see develop in the 50s and 60s. It's interesting to view it as a piece of literature that is a touchstone for what would happen in American history and culture, like from the 50s into the 60s. So I enjoyed it, man. I don't know, will it be on the top 10 list of the year when I do that? Maybe, I don't know. Anything else I want to say about On the Road? I guess like one thing is that it could be argued that the way they talk about women, like it is just very broy in that regard. The way they talk about women, and like, look, this girl Mary Lou, right? I think, who is based off of Neil Cassidy's wife. So like, it's like, it could be, not the most frickin' progressive in that regard. It could be, an interpretation. But one thing that I found interesting was that these are people, like Sal Paradise and Dean Moriarty, and the people he hangs out with in general that you find throughout the book, is that they like legitly are like not overly prejudiced towards black people in the book. Like they like jazz, and like Sal, like when he's on a train to going west, he makes friends with I think like a black man named Mississippi Gene. And like they refer to all of the black people as colored or Negro, as they were referred to at the time. Not another term that's that's gone, that not another term. So that's, I think, is a little cool thing. And also like their appreciation of jazz is like, I'd assume a thing of like they're not the most prejudiced people. I don't know, that's how I interpreted it as. Oh man, and that's the thing, it's like, it's kind of, it's just a bunch of like young, it's what I think like probably a lot of young Americans were reading this and are like, this is something I want to do, man. Just go out on the road, and just have these freaking adventures, man. And like they're often like struggling for money, even though I don't think like, I don't think they're not as like well off as the members of the Lost Generation, where they were like literally living in Paris, but they were like often like struggling for money. And then there are times when there's like a incident where they get stopped by police in the car. They're very anti-cop. Like Dean Moriarty himself is very anti-cop in the books. Oh man, but there's like a section where like Sal gets a job as like a police officer or like a patrolman or something in San Francisco. Oh man, anyways, that's basically what I have to say. I don't know. Anything else to wrap things up about On the Road? I heard there's a movie. There's a film about it, but I don't know if like it's actually a period piece or not, man. I don't know. I wonder what the modern kind of On the Road is, in terms of like what, the 21st century? Is there a 21st century equivalent of just like, that, kind of thing? I don't know. It's kind of like the thing of like, what is truly countercultural in the 2020s, man? And some people would have like certain answers, but I don't think that's the right answer. I don't know. Oh man. Anyways, the next book I read after On the Road, because this is my reading taste, is this book called Verona Comics by Jennifer Dugan. Yeah, and I haven't talked about Jennifer Dugan before, right? On this Let's Play? Not necessarily, yeah. Not in terms of, like, me talking about a book I read of hers, recently. Yeah. So, my history with this author is that I read her first book, which was her debut, and her debut was called Hot Dog Girl. Brief synopsis of Hot Dog Girl. It is about this girl, Eloise, like Parker, I think. Yeah, she has like 3 different names in that book. Yeah, but it's like she mostly dates girls, but on this occasion, she has a crush on a boy, and she works at a theme park. I don't know where it takes place geographically. I think I remember reading something. I remember from reading the book they reference like the mountains or something. So they might be in like Colorado or something. But this girl works at the theme park. And one of the jobs she has to do when she works at this theme park is that she has to dress up as a hot dog. Man, while other girls get to be princesses, there's another girl that gets to be a princess, and the boy whom she has a crush on gets to dress up as a knight in shining armor, literally. She is the hot dog girl. Oh man, I remember back when I watched videos where people shared their TBRs or book hauls, back when I was on that I don't know, category, watching that category of YouTube videos, man. I don't know, I miss it, man. I really do. But yeah, I was like hot dog girl, and then I saw it in my library, because that's how I read it, and then yeah. Oh man, yeah, and I was just like, I'm sold, man. I'm reading it just based on it being called Hot Dog Girl and like the cover being the main character as a hot dog. It's like, yes. I read it the summer of 2019, right? Yeah, which, if you're doing your math, is 7 years ago. So Oh man, oh my god. Yeah, so it's about this girl who mostly dates girls. She has a crush on a boy. She wants to impress him. There's like a plan to impress him, but near like the 3/4 mark of the book, her girl best friend, they actually become the romantically involved, and it's like, oh, you were just focused on this boy and you couldn't see that I always had feelings for you from when we were however many years old. I don't know if they were childhood friends, but it's like they were like friends from however many years ago. So yeah, that's the book. Yeah, that's Hot Dog Girl. It's a really nice, sweet book. Very much in the Becky Albertalli lineage, in terms of like if you liked Becky Albertalli's books, you would like Hot Dog Girl, right? And then Verona Comics is the book she released next, which was in 2020. So yeah, Verona Comics is about this girl named Jubilee who she gets told that she needs to live a little by her cello instructor. So she plays the cello. Her music isn't feeling as passionate or inspired as of late. So her instructor is like, you need to live a little, man. You need a list of things to do. And one of them is get a con crush. So like she's at this convention because her stepmom, Vera, is a comic book artist who also runs her own indie comic shop called Verona Comics, hence the title of the book. And then she's married to her real mom, or not real mom, I don't know, her biological mom, I think. But I don't think they ever say the term biological mother. So, but like in the book, she refers to her Vera as Vera, like her stepmom is Vera, and she refers to her mom as mom. So basically, Vera's her stepmom. Yeah. Oh man, so yeah, and her con crush ends up being this guy in a Batman mask called Ridley, but she's in a peacock cosplay, and it's from like one of Vera's comics called Fighting Flock, right? I'm just saying way too many details, but yeah, okay, they freaking hit it off. They hit it off. They have like a very flirty kind of time, but then time passes, but they get each other's numbers, and then they have a relationship through texting. But then this guy Ridley, his father is the owner of this company called The Geekery, which is the sworn enemy of Vera in Verona Comics, because it's this basically like gentrifier frickin' corporate, like kind of like corporate geek related store that just wants to swallow up all of the indie comic stores, you know, which I would assume is somewhat like inspired by real life, but I don't know if there's like an exact situation in real life that it's inspired by. I think it's just the general phenomenon of like you know, bigger corporations wanting to destroy freaking ground up, you know, grassroots indie kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, which is, you know, kind of common, you know. Probably. So yeah, that's his father, and also his father's name is Everlasting, Mark Everlasting. his last name is Everlasting. And that's just casually said like that's like a normal name to have, like Mark Everlasting. Oh man, yeah. This guy Ridley does not have a good relationship with his father. You know, I don't know why I'm just saying all this context. Yeah, they share. Soon they find out. Soon, you know, he has to work as a double agent, so he has to find out information about Verona Comics. So he gets sent there initially as like a spy, and then, you know, he meets freaking Jubilee in real life rather than True Text, and they, you know, but initially she doesn't know that he's that same guy that she's been texting with for however many weeks, months. So yeah, man, and then things happen, you know, his identity gets revealed, and then things happen, and then they have to deal with that, you know, and then that's basically the story. And Jubilee's friend Jayla's constantly in doubt of this guy from the moment he steps onto the scene. Yeah, and she's like, I don't know, man, I really don't know. And for a moment I thought this book was gonna pull a hot dog girl and be like, look, why are you so hung up on this guy, you know? Yeah. And then you know, for a moment I thought that was the direction it's gonna go. Okay, spoiler alert, it does not go like that. So yeah, that's basically it. I guess I won't spoil the rest of it. That's just a setup, man. I guess you'll just have to read the book, you know. Too busy frickin' doing illicit activity in GTA 6. You can't even read a frickin' book, man. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like I've expressed this opinion before, but when people say read a book, you know, and I consider what I'm reading, the book I'm reading now after Verona Comics is a book called Stand Up Yumi Chung by Jessica Kim, right? And it's like, do they mean like read a book as in read that, or what? I don't know. Like these are the type of books I'm reading, so I don't know. Oh man. Anyways. Yeah, so yeah, Verona Comics. I guess, what did I think of it? Yeah, I enjoyed it, you know. I guess like I felt it was a kind of something I, you know, felt it was appropriate to read during Pride Month. The one thing relating to that I found really interesting was that, you know, Jubilee and Ridley themselves are bisexual, right? And yeah, it's interesting, just there's a good conversation in one scene they have at a coffee shop where Ridley is like talking about him being bi, where Ridley first reveals that he's bi to Jubilee, right? And then he's like, girls don't seem to like it when I reveal that I'm bi. And then Jubilee answers, well, this girl doesn't care, right? And then Jubilee reveals that she's also bi, or no, Ridley is like, wait, so are you? You know, it's kind of like used as that as an opening, and then Jubilee's like, you know, I kind of don't like. Sometimes I say bi, sometimes I say pan. You know, I don't really like to be putting labels on it. You know, yeah. She doesn't want to put a label on it exactly, but you know, yeah. she has been into. She was with a non-binary person before. You know, like she is attracted. She's been attracted to girls, right? And yeah, I don't know. There's an interesting comment that Jayla makes, Jubilee's best friend, early in the book, where, you know, after, you know, she learns that Ridley, this guy in the bat mask was her con crush, and like that they talked, right? She was like, that's 2 boys in a row, Juby, right? Oh man, and that is, I don't know. It just, I like how it just suddenly kind of spoke to the notion of like, are you, why would someone be considered less bisexual because, as a girl, if they date, boys or date men, right? Like, why should that make you any less of a bisexual, like, why do like bi girls owe frickin' like someone judging them of like, are you really bisexual? Why do bisexual women like owe you frickin', I have to frickin' date women, huh? In addition to men, it's like you have to have the frickin' track record of I've dated women and men, and not just like publicly you've only dated men, I don't know. I would assume like, it's a thing where like I would assume like Phoebe Bridgers, gets that, it's like, I don't know. It's a thing, I'm obviously not really in the most qualified space, but I'm just like talking about like how the book kind of comments on it, mostly subtly, but directly, but not overtly like this, where I'm making like the biggest statement on this, I kind of like that, I like how it was just talking about being like bisexual as like a guy, in addition to being bisexual as a girl, very, authentically and honestly, And like, I remember there's like one line in Hot Dog Girl that I remember very distinctly. It was just like, because like my best friend only dates girls, and because I mostly date girls doesn't mean that, I can't also be interested in a guy, and that's the thing, like, why should bisexual girls owe you frickin', it's like, okay, I have to prove that I'm bi, so I have to date a girl now. It's like, why does that need to be a thing? Like, why? Why? It's like people who judge frickin' people who are bisexual for that, and like in Twitter frickin' terms, the whole frickin' like, should you as a bi girl bring your straight boyfriend to Pride? It's like, oh man, should you as a bi guy bring your straight girlfriend to Pride? It's like, oh my god, dude, guys, seriously, man. Yeah, it's a thing, man. I don't know. It's that, I don't know. It's like interesting, like bisexual representation, in things, where, like bisexual representation in women in media, like only frickin' counts when they're, in like homosexual relationships rather than heterosexual relationships, It's like if a character is stated bi and says they're bi and then dates frickin' a member of the opposite sex, it's like people are like, it gets certain people frickin' talking for some reason, But I don't know, like I am not a participant in that, I'm just an observer, okay? I'm just someone who's read a novel, okay? I'm just someone who's read a novel and is talking about it, and is talking about one of the things that was presented in it, okay? That's what I am, It's also, it's somewhat reminiscent of like when I was reading like Dear Wendy by Anne Zhao, I think. When I was reading Dear Wendy and they were talking openly, there were so many good, really great conversations about being asexual and being aromantic, And like Imogen, obviously, being by Becky Hammon being about, like, are you sure you are queer? Are you sure? It's like, and then like that, the whole thing of that being like, are you allowed? It's like, about being just like how, like discoursing about someone's sexuality, it like can get to be too much, man, and get to be toxic, that's the thing. Oh man, anything else I have to say about it other than that, I don't know, I guess. Oh man, that's pretty good, right? Yeah. Oh man, it's already, oh my god, dude. I guess I won't get to the Twitter or a list segment, man. I don't know. Do I want to get to a list segment? I guess I won't, man. I guess it's not gonna be a staple, man, but I guess in other things, I guess, should I see tweets about Love Island? So natural. Can I see tweets about Love Island, man? I saw something, man. I saw something between Melanie and Kata. Wait, what? The Timberwolves and Raptors have emerged as two of the teams with trade interest in Charlotte's LaMelo Ball. Oh man, LaMelo Ball and frickin' Anthony Edwards, man. Oh god. Well, I guess I'm recording the next episode kind of quickly, I guess. Oh man, what was I about to do? I was gonna just type in Love Island, yeah. This man with his very limited English made it a point to chime in when everyone was talking over him to defend Trinity. Oh, Gabriel, I might have been wrong about you. The silence after Saul said that Bryce probably thinks that Kata is prettier than Trinity. Wait, y'all did too much on Carl. Casey strung Anaya along for weeks because he was too scared to explore because he knew no one wanted him, and now that this bird is giving him 2 seconds of attention, he's lost his mind and is speaking about Anaya disgustingly. Get him out! What is bird the newest slang for just someone who's dumb? Is that what it is? You going too fast, baby. Bitch, I'm not doing this shit if you finna complain. I'm sorry, I'm reading the tweet as it is. I'm sorry, man. This part where Anaya is doing Trinity's hair gave sisters down. I love them bad. There you go. Bryce just showed Zach his dick. Please get Zach out of my villa and immediately. The way you can tell that Bryce is depressed in Casa because he's not even being fake gay with Charlie Jr. anymore. I literally thank Saul. Thank you for taking him because it made me realize how much I care about him. I can't remember the last time I looked at someone like I look at Sincere. Okay? Oh, they called Melanie a bird. Yeah, is it someone just who doesn't have any brains? Is that what you're saying? The girl's calling the Casa more women B words already and saying F you already without even meeting them, yet you guys are expecting us to believe that Saul wasn't isolated during her time there? Man, who is this rubbing on Anaya? Honestly, I just feel like the girls back in the villa, they didn't understand my powers and shit. This man is so corny. Yeah, people are saying Corbin is ChatGPT, Trinity is the top freaking girl. I don't know. Oh, man. So it was Anaya's responsibility to bring the huge black man to the villa. Oh, my God. I don't know. The way that, like, men are talking about this show so passionately, man. It's just a phenomenon, man. It really is just a phenomenon that, I don't know, it doesn't need studying, who knows, but I don't know. The way that, like, Love Island is capturing, like, almost as strong of a male fan base as it is a female fan base. Like, I don't know, man. That's the thing. There are freaking straight men who are just so invested in this, man. I don't know, man. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. Caleb is an embarrassment. How you single in Casa and still in a love triangle? Melanie saying she hopes that Sinister is just having a last rendezvous before he comes back to her. Anybody that thought she was leaving him is a fool. Why would production cut the details Corey snitched about to Melanie? I don't know. When I watched this season back, I don't know. I can't pay for Peacock, man. I have to save up for the GTA 6 fund, man. Also the Trip Books fund, yeah. I have nothing in common with Anaya. So for 3 weeks, you pretended to have something in common with her and act like you like her, and y'all still trying to convince me that he liked her? F out of my face. What is this freaking Twitter name? Bryce Alakai is my one and only son. Gee, these people in Love Island, man. The way these people get over Love Island, man. Yeah, realty is the girls were never closed off. The producers just gave the bombshell, the producers just never gave bombshells that didn't want anyone other than Kenzie. And see how Carl can compliment Anaya without having to use chocolate or melanin. Oh my god, ooh. Oh, she's T. Trinity ain't no hater. Trinity, I know you're doing your big one, and I love that for you, but Bryce is in love with you. Like, please come home, I'm begging. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I guess people want the best for Trinity. Sincere is on the bottom of, like, people's likability ratings. I don't know. Yeah, Saul left, and then, Soul left, and then, yeah, I saw a clip of Soul, basically, cussing out Sincere. Not cussing out, but just, spilling her honest feelings on Sincere, and she was just like, I'm done, man. Why are you doing this to me, man? You can't even look me in the face. Oh, man. I don't know, but apparently, like, soul stock is lowered. I don't know, from like the comments she's made, like she was like calling all of the girls in the casa in the villa mean. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a thing again. Like, what do people want from Love Island, man? I don't know. And also my question of like, you know, are they having sex in, you know, the villa? It's like, yes, they are, but I mean, I don't know. It kind of makes me think like how often, you know, there was a clip where they were just showing their, the guys were just showing their private parts to each other. It's like, yeah, sure. Oh man, there was someone who was in the casa for a very, very brief period of time, and then videos resurfaced of her being racist. It's like, yeah, they just don't screen these people. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I need Kenzie to talk to Anaya because I can't let her be a casa victim. I don't know, man. It's the way that people are so into this, and you know, I don't know, man. What do you do when it's not Love Island season, man? What do you do? The montage of Bryce confessing his love for Trinity in the confessional while she's in the photo booth kissing Corey down. Now that was cinema. Yeah, I don't know. What is the point of this? Yeah, that people have opinions on Love Island, man. I don't know. There was so many things I needed to get to, or maybe not wanted to get to, but I don't know. I think this is fine enough. I talked about the NBA enough. Yeah. I guess it's just leaving more stuff to talk about for next time. So yeah, next time I might talk about the World Cup, you know? I don't know. I could just do like what they do in PTI and just do these quick hitters, man. Oh man, quick freaking hitters, man. This chapter will be called Quick Hitters. Forgotten Island is a DreamWorks movie that's coming out in September of 2026. I am interested in seeing it because of the location it's geographically placed in, and I think it's gonna be a nice little piece of Filipino American or Filipino culture that's displayed in media in general. And I guess, you know, I don't have to be obligated to, you know, like all of it, but you know, I'm interested in it. It's one of the things I'm interested in because it got compared to a Disney movie called Hexed, and like people were just calling out that like all of the stuff is like center framed, you know? Yeah. Which means that it's probably like made to be like cropped out for TikTok videos. Man, another quick hitter. Halsey going at Anthony Fantano. You know, I don't know. Yeah, it's just more people on Twitter are using it as you know, the thing of being like, see, stan culture is horrible. It's the worst thing ever. Why, you know? It's like, yes, okay, we get it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is there anything I have to say about, you know, I think I personally find it entertaining how Fantano is like standing his ground and dying on the hill and not apologizing. It's like, I'm not going to apologize for giving a negative review, which is a good principle to stand on, you know? But yeah, I mean, is Halsey right to be upset? And like, am I upset at her, or do I find it pathetic or, you know, loser behavior of her, of Halsey herself to, you know, talk about it on social media? No, you know, I don't. You know, she has the right to be upset, you know? Like, I see her tweets and I'm like, okay, you know? It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. The same way that, like, Bethany Costantino of, like, Best Coast, you know, when she released a solo album, and, like, she was, like, you know, tweeting about Pitchfork's review, and, like, she had to clear up, like, I am not a Nepo baby, guys. It's like something. It's like my mom was with insert kind of jobs, something, and my dad was this, you know? Yeah. And she was like, you could at least get my freaking name right in the review, you know? Yeah. And like she had a whole tweet thread about the Pitchfork review of her album, you know? Yeah, it's like that's the thing. Artists have a right to freaking voice their displeasure in reviews, but like music critics should not take that to heart. Music critics should still, and reviewers should be like, look, I'm gonna give an honest review. These are my thoughts. Yeah, obviously. I didn't like your album. Yeah, sorry. Oh man. Any other quick hitters, man? America winning against Australia and Paraguay. Cool. It's the men's team, though. I pay more attention to the women's team. You know, I would be way more interested in following the U.S. in the World Cup if it was the women's team. What do I think about Freddie? I get he's cool. Yeah, thank you for enjoying our country, Freddie. Quick hitters. UFC 250, Freedom 250. What did I think about that? Oh man, another quick hitter. What do I think about true, what else is another thing that quickly happened, man? San Francisco Giants players being heavily against Pride Night. Yeah, it's yeah, not good look at all, man. It kind of sucks that freaking this is happening in San Francisco of all places, you know? Yeah. Oh man, yeah, but you know, that's the thing. It's weird. Like, yeah, well, there's the Texas Rangers don't have a Pride Night celebration, but yeah, it's yeah. But the San Francisco Giants, you know, the players, you know, openly having this backlash of Pride Night, man. It's not, yeah, yeah, kind of. It you know, it really, you know, is not freaking, yeah. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't really. It's not that good of a thing, in my opinion. You know, you know. Anything else I have to quick hit on? Oh man, any other? Oh yeah, what did I think of that Wings Storm game where Dominic Malonga almost had 40 points? I watched highlights of it, and Paige sending the game to overtime with 2 clutch trees. Pretty good. The Wings also got a win over the Aces. Did I talk about it? Yeah, no, I talked about that. Yeah. Liberty got a win over the Aces yesterday or a couple days ago. Oh man, any other quick hitters before I go, man? Yeah. Am I gonna watch Love Island properly, as in watch an episode? Probably not. Am I gonna watch Big Brother 28, and what do I think of returning players? I don't know. People seem to think that like almost like anyone is on the table, man. There was someone being like what if these BB15 players are back? It's like, dude, do you really honestly think they're gonna bring players from Big Brother 15 back? Like, be serious, man. Be serious. Like, there's the racist people on BB15, and then there's freaking the other people who like weren't like overtly racist but still just generally nasty, you know, like Amanda. It's like, dude, like, come on, man. You really, man? I don't know. It's like, oh man, yeah, it's the same thing with Survivor. Yeah, that like Survivor 39, like, yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, I would assume CBS does not want to bring those people, anybody from that cast back, you know. Oh man, any other quick hitters before I go? Was there something on Twitter that people talked about? Rainn Wilson said you couldn't make The Office today. I guess. Someone said on Twitter, the Eric Andre show doesn't hold up. Okay, I guess. Man, there were, I think it happened like more than like a month ago, but there were Europeans like arguing with Americans over like, look, you don't understand this thing. Like, the reason why we don't have air conditioning in every freaking building is, and then Americans, oh man, there were people from England on Twitter, freaking talking about American food, you know, when it's like, dude, your food looks like frickin' sludge, man. If you have frickin' like mushy frickin' peas on like squares on thick-ass French fries as your food, England, stop. We're not, it's the frickin' LeBron, like, any other country but you, I'm not gonna hear that from. Any other country but you. Scotland, I'll frickin' hear it from. Italy, I can hear it from. Frickin' France, Germany, frickin' Switzerland, frickin' any Asian country, you know, Brazil, any Latin American country, not frickin' England. We're not gonna take this frickin' like American food is gross from frickin' people from England, man. You frickin' colonizing ass people. Not to say that the US also isn't colonizing, but still, the fact that England claims chicken tikka masala as a frickin' England food, get out of here. Stop. Leave. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? You have fish and chips and that's it, man. That's all you frickin' have, England. My God, I love indie rock music from your country, but Jesus, man, stop. You are not gonna frickin' argue that frickin' your food is actually, your England food is superior to American food. You're not gonna do that, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Any other country but you, England. Any other country. No, we're not freaking doing this. There you go. Is that all I wanted to say? I wanted to get to other stuff, but, you know, I don't know. Oh man, should I read a few frickin' Love Island tweets before I go? The rejection seems to be weighing on Casey more than he's letting on. I don't think he's felt truly chosen. Oh yeah, there's the meme of him opening the door and nothing showing up. Carl is not threatened by Casey. That's a man hen. Like what we smiling about. The girls are so pissed they're even mad at Caleb, but he's not even in a couple. Oh man, all right. I think I'm good, man. Just had the frickin'. Oh man, talk about that. Talk about stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there could be more. There could be more I talk about with the World Cup, but yeah, I don't know. I wanted to get to maybe some more WNBA stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I you know that's the thing. Every episode is its own unique thing. So yeah. Oh man, yeah. Anyways, I guess I've recorded 3 episodes this month. I hope to keep it up. Yeah. Next episode I record probably will be July because I probably would want to talk about free agency. So yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed me talking about all the stuff. You might see GTA 6 on this channel, confirmed. So yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next episode.